Okay, let's watch this together. I have some comments to make here. You'll find this pretty interesting, I think.
Hate rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, are now facing some of the consequences for being identified as neo-Nazis or white nationalists. One of those individuals is actually a former employee of Top Dog, which is a hot dog chain. Now, he worked at this hot dog chain in Berkeley, and apparently the Twitter account, Yes You're Racist, identified him, put up his photo, and then his employer was notified that he took part in this hate rally. As a result, he was fired. His name's Paul White, no longer works for the company.
So, if you didn't catch that, what they're talking about is someone being identified at this Nazi rally, and all that was depicted was this person's image, as far as we can tell, and that they were holding a torch, and maybe they were chanting anything. You don't really know. All you know is that they attended this free speech rally that TYT is calling a hate rally. Whether or not it is, it's actually irrelevant. Is a thing. But call it a hate rally, a freedom of speech rally. It doesn't matter. But it was a freedom of speech rally. Now, he got fired. Just imagine for a second that TYT caught wind of someone getting fired because they were at a gay pride parade, or even just their employer found out, oh, this person is gay. Do you think TYT would respond like this? Let's watch the rest of this.
It's interesting because a lot of these guys are super young, like college age, early 20s, late teens, and look, you put yourself out there in this way, you're in a public place, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy, there are consequences for your behavior.
Yeah, and so...
I mean, did you hear what she just said? Imagine she's saying this about someone who's at a pride rally, a gay pride rally. And I want to be clear, I have nothing against gay people. I'll just openly admit I've done gay shit. Okay? My sexual orientation is fantastically disgusting by most people's standards. But the way she talks is phenomenal. She's like, basically, I mean, just really take it as if they were at a pride rally. Well, you know, you put yourself out in the public eye, and, well, I guess you just get what you deserve, right?
You have a right to freedom of speech, and nobody stopped you from going to the rally. You went to the rally, you were proud of it, and you don't have a right to hide your identity. I've been to rallies, political rallies, people take pictures of me, that makes sense, right? I'm at that rally, I'm in public. Now, I don't know about contacting their employer. I wouldn't do it. I don't, that's not the direction I'd go. But if the employer finds out and doesn't want that person in their establishment because they think it'll drive down business, I believe that's called a free market.
Right.
Okay, Jank. Now let's put it the other way. Let's say an employer finds out that someone's gay, and they fire them because, well, I just think having a homosexual in my establishment is going to drive out business. Do you think that Jank's gonna speak the same way that he just spoke, or even if they just attended a pride rally? No.
And also, look, everyone, regardless of what you get involved in publicly, risks losing their job if they're identified, right? And so, I mean, if I was at this rally and someone took my photo and posted it all over the internet, and then you fired me, can I cry about you firing me?
Well, that's their
I mean, just listen to the language she uses. Can you cry? Can you cry about firing me? I mean, imagine she's saying this about. I mean, I don't really want to sit here and say this over and over again, but I'll just say for shorthand. Draw the parallel to someone who's gay at a pride rally. Draw the parallel. Okay.
Expertise. So they will cry and cry and cry. They're like, what? I just wanted to hate black people and Jews and gays in peace. Now, what? You're not going to let me do that? No, you're missing it. We are going to let you do that. It is a free country.
Yeah, the government lets you do that,
But
right?
I'm pretty sure the top dog is not part of the United States government. And so you have a right to freedom of speech. You don't have a right to be popular. You don't have the right to a particular job. You don't have a right to force a private company to do your bidding.
You also don't have the right to criticism, right? So if you participate in any form of political speech, people get to criticize you. That doesn't mean that your freedom of speech is being violated. That's not the government banning you from saying those things. It's private citizens or your employer practicing their First Amendment right by criticizing your form of speech.
Now imagine. Just draw the parallel. I think I've made my point loud and clear about TYT here. And if you want to actually use a real event, you can, and they're talking about private business and the free market, do the cake thing, the gay cake thing. And even at that time, I was singing the same noise. I was actually a little bit on the other side saying, well, I was saying the same thing I'm saying now, because I stay logically consistent, which I find is impossible for so many in the modern era.